Good afternoon. Hey guys, hope we're on the heels of Cedar Lake, headed back home. So I'd say I'm going to wait for some people to jump on here, but being that I'm not the biggest name in the world yet, I'm just going to jump into it. Not sure how many people are going to jump on live, but headed home to St. Louis area. We are headed back, or I am headed back to Cedar Lake. Flew solo this weekend, and just kind of wanted to introduce myself. It's been a year coming almost to the day, and there's been some questions. There's some brewing of what's going on, and as far as the whole Doc Throttle thing. So here you go. Let me just allow me to introduce myself. So my name is Dustin Bosson, and my alias given to me a few years ago is Doc Throttle. So I'm a chiropractor. I've been practicing almost 10 years in the St. Louis area and grew up in the race world. So I'll spare you a little bit of my story because this isn't really a lot about me. It's just more about the effort of what the hell are you trying to do? What's this all about? But my dad did race the Winston West Series back when Hornaday was there before he went Truck Series racing, and so we've got a lot of roots in racing too. But about a year ago at Cedar Lake, Gordy introduced me to JD, and he found out I was a chiropractor. And in my best JD impression, this is what I heard. And he said, "You're telling me just now that you're a chiropractor and I've been fucked up all weekend long?" So at that point, Gordy and I looked at each other, and Trevor and Tammy and KG, and they're like, Doc, you should probably go on the road and try to adjust these guys and get them feeling and functioning better. So last year at Cedar Lake, that's how it all went down. And so this year I've gotten a lot of licenses in a lot of different states to be able to go on the road. Wisconsin being a newer license. And really, guys, the whole goal is if we knew exactly what some of this havoc that we choose to wreak on our body does, we would get adjusted more. So not really here to necessarily push an agenda because I know everybody wants to feel better, and there's a lot of pain and symptomatology, and totally good with that, and that's why I want to adjust more people. So I'm pretty grateful with some of the connections I've made. Like I said, I'm really nobody as far as a driver. I do race B-mods right now. I call them B-wagons. Try to get my feet wet. I didn't get to race much with Dad as we moved and everything, but so I do try to race as much as possible myself. I get the racing world. I'm from the racing world. And after an injury I sustained in my lower back, crushing L4, L5 discs, and what we go through it on the race car and health concerns, I'm just taking a hobby and a mission and a passion and putting it all together to be able to bring this to y'all at the track. So that's really the goal and the mission. I mean, there's so many other things. I mean, a lot of these guys have said, man, we really need this. So the feedback has been awesome. And I know I don't know many of you all yet, so feel free to message me the next time I'm at the track. I do run with the Gundakers a lot. We live about 4 or 5 miles apart. That's why I keep tagging them and stuff, and yes, trying to grow my following. But just know I'm in this for the right reason. I want to take care of you guys. A lot of you guys have families on the road. And really for me, it's like, how often do we maintenance the car? I mean, you guys that are on the road a lot, in the parking lots, staying late, it's like we maintenance the car a lot of times better than we maintenance ourselves. However, I do know that a lot of you guys, if you could take care of yourself better, if you had more access to this, you would do it. And it's proven true just in the past few months, which is super cool. So at the beginning of the year, Lucas Oil was stop number 1 at the Show Me. Just did 25, 30 people there, which is super cool. The Gundakers, Garrett Smith, Ethan Dotson, JD, as much as he razzed me, he didn't get adjusted the first time I went, so I think I've given him enough trouble now that we've gone to Fairbury, and I adjusted almost 100 people at Fairbury at Falls for the PDC, and now made the trip up to Cedar Lake just the week after, and, I do help the Gun-Dakers when I'm there, so I'm still trying to balance a schedule of when are the drivers available, when are some of the vendors available. I know Jason in the Longhorn trailer, man, we've been trying to connect, and his schedule and my schedule, and late nights and early mornings, and it's a lot of fun, but still trying to learn the schedule and also keep my responsibility of probably one of the lower tier tire guys on the tour right now. But I'll tell you what, guys, if there's anything I can do or any questions that you have regarding health or whatever, I promise I'm smarter than I look when it comes to those things, and feel free to stop and ask me. It's never a trouble. Talk to me while I'm on the tire machine. Find me before there's a couple cocktails after the races. I'm not going to be doing whiskey-driven adjustments at the track, but I just want to be an open book and be a resource for you guys. So, shout out to Nick Hoffman. He's been adjusted multiple times, and even his wife Lacey. RTJ got adjusted last night before the feature. JD, Bollinger, a lot of the crew guys, Brashears, and, regardless of who you are, what team you're on, like I said, I'm here for you guys. And as far as some of the things that to be looking for, a lot of times we want to take care of ourselves when it hurts or when there's a symptom, but let me encourage you guys, like if you're at the track week to week and I'm there, get adjusted. We're always changing tires before they delam, ideally. Before we tear them up, we're checking toe, we're on the smasher, we're on the shock dynos, and we take care of our cars, and it's all before it has a problem. And my goal for everybody, if I could wish one thing, it's to go and do this and adjust a couple hundred people in the weekend and have it not necessarily based on symptom. So if I can encourage you guys to take action. If you're at the track, you don't feel like you have a lot going on, just get checked. There for a reason. Let's take care of you guys just as well as we take care of the cars. If we got to put you on the jig, let's put you on the jig. It's all good, but like I said, it's all coming from the right reason. So hopefully if I tag some of you guys, you'll be okay with that. I'm not a real pushy kind of person, but I think this is going to be a big thing. It's going to, one, provide a lot for our family, and I've got 3 young children, and they're all into racing. My boys want to start a podcast and just talk about racing, and they're 3, 5, and 7 now. Ian, the drone guy for Flo, he's going to teach my boy how to fly a drone. I mean, there's just a lot of cool people in this race world, and if I can be at the track taking care of you guys and your families, headaches, migraines, allergy issues, Lacey was talking about sleep neck in the front of the truck, just all kinds of things. Get your kids adjusted. Ryan Unzicker had his whole family adjusted at PDC. He's like, do you adjust kids? I see a lot of student athletes in the practice. I have a physical practice in Cottleville in St. Charles area, just about 30 minutes from Tri-City, which is our home track. So that's really the scoop. Don't know if I need to drag this out any longer as my stand on my dash here is moving. But at least wanted to compound some time, give you guys a little insight on who the hell is Doc Throttle, what's he doing, what's this all mean. So I know some of you guys, Hudson O'Neill's, been interested. There's, just a lot of you guys that I'm excited to meet, if nothing else. So that's really the goal. So if you would share this post, maybe that'll be a good introduction and a hand raiser and some ice breaking there. But just super excited to hopefully do this for a long time to come, and maybe next year we'll make the jump up into AMOD, and that way I can literally race and do this at the same time. But if I had a choice, I'd keep the car in the trailer and really just serve you guys and be a race fan and help the Gun-Dakers and be in the hot pit for whoever comes in with the blown right rear, and really just change the face of healthcare on tour for racing. So hope those of you that are traveling back from Cedar Lake travel safely. I'm over here on the chip running 80 just south of Iowa City, hopefully getting ready to cross back into Missouri here. But hope you guys travel safe. If you guys need anything from me, have any questions, send me a message. Some of you guys have my number. Give me a call. There's a lot more to this. And if you need a chiropractor in the city that you're from, there's a lot of people I know around the country that can help take care of you if and when you're ever home. So super excited to do this. Again, my real name is Dustin Dawson. Follow me on the social medias, add me as a friend, and hope to see you guys soon at the track. Have a great weekend. I know North-South's coming up. Good luck to some of you guys running North-South, and it was a pleasure meeting a lot of you at the track. Hope